Down on the Farm. I'm your host, Larry Marble. Thanks so much for joining us today on one of our 14 affiliate stations. We're brought to you proudly each and every day by D&D Farm and Ranch. That's ddtexasoutfitters.com. Neighbor, let's take a look at futures movement courtesy of John Tuggle, Tuggle & Company, Corpus. Corn and soybean futures were lower early yesterday, largely on forecasts for rain in the northern and central portions of Brazil. By noon, the forecast tended slightly drier and the soybeans rallied, dragging the corn market back into positive territory. Corn ended the day up 2, beans up 27 by the bushel. Adding to the support for the corn market was USDA's announcement of another overnight flash sale of U.S. corn to Mexico of 4.1 million bushels. The corn market does, however, remain worried about the slow export demand of U.S. corn, particularly from the communist Chinese. A new libertarian president has been elected in Argentina, and he is generally thought by the trade to be positive change for agriculture in that country. Local cash trading is so far quiet for the holiday week. Corpus Christi's public elevator and ADM will be closed all this week, but are optimistic about being open next week for Milo trucks. For help marketing your grains, trust my friend John Tuggle, 361-852-5207. That's Tuggle & Company, Corpus Christi, Texas. We are on the line with Kenny Mingus, Milam County Livestock Auction, Cameron. Kenny, how was our last sale before the Thanksgiving holiday?
Well, they just kept coming with them, Larry. We had a total of 2837. Out of that mix, we had 477 cows and 92 buyers.
Walk the pins with us.
With the steers under 300, 198 to 340. 3 to 400 pound steers, 171 to 345. 4 to 500 pound steers, 158 to 322, and over 500, 110 to 275. With the heifers under 300, 160 to 306. 3 to 400 pound heifers, 141 to 305. 4 to 500 pound heifers, 128 to $3, and over 500, $1 to 256. Cow deal about steady at best, 60 cents to 105. Packer bulls 80 to 124. On your bred cows, 550 to 1875, and your pairs 1050 to 2400.
Sounds like you had a good sale. Now, we will not have a sale this week, correct?
That's right. We're going to take off for the Thanksgiving holidays, and then we'll come back and we'll have 3 more. I think it's the 1st, the 8th, and the 15th.
Well, we'll be looking forward to that. We'll also look forward to Turkey Day this week. I hope you and your family stay safe. Tell everybody how to contact you.
You bet. We hope everyone has a happy Thanksgiving from Milam County Livestock to y'all and the rest of the world. So if you need us, just catch us at the office at 254-697-6697. We'll be in and out during the holidays, but we do have a recorder, so make sure you leave us a message, and we'll be glad to get back hold of it.
All right. We'll touch base with you after the holiday and see what's coming.
Thank you for what you do, Larry. Enjoy your time off.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Neighbor, let's take a look at our meat movement. Pork cutout values for yesterday were 86.09. The belly was the driver of that top, down 10.14, with the butt $1.66 lower. The picnic 8.17 lower. Primals also reported lower. That fresh bacon index down 340 on the week to 135.61. Looks like estimated slaughter 486,000 head for Monday, a 16,000 increase over last week, but a 2,000 head decrease from the same Monday last year. Neighbor, let's see what happened on the beef side of the meat equation. We usually begin with the wholesale boxed price. It was higher in the afternoon report. Choice box up 188 in the afternoon release at 295.75. The select quarter higher at 270.95. That left the choice select spread at 24.80. Federal slaughter for cattle estimated 125,000 head, which is about the same as we saw last week, but they're saying it was down 5,000 compared to the same day last year. As we look toward our possibility for the fats, we have not seen anything else move yet, but we're looking at that 178 level for a start, and that's 2 to 3 down from prior week. Neighbor, that's your meat moves for Monday. We're on the line with Russell Heller from Lexington Livestock Commission Company. It's Monday after the sale on Saturday. Russell, how good was it?
Yes, sir. We had a really good sale, 1,216 total head with 243 cows.
Walk the pins with me, Russell.
All right, the thinner packer cows 45 to 70, and the better cutter cows 71 to 105. On the steering bull calves, 3 to 400 pounds, 170 to 340. 4 to 5 weights, 165 to 325. 5 to 6 weights, 160 to 285. 6 to 7 weights, 155 to 250. 7 to 8 weights, 150 to 235. On the heifers, 3 to 400 pounds, 160 to 315. 4 to 5 weights, 155 to 310. 5 to 6 weights, 150 to 265. 6 to 7 weights $145 to $240. 7 to 8 weights $1.40 to $215.
Good. How does this compare to last year? Did you look?
Yes, sir. There was a few more this week, and then we won't have a sale this following Saturday, and then after that, it should be a pretty good run.
Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you for that for the first sale after the holiday that next week.
Yes, sir. You can get me on my cell, and that number is 979-820-7002.
Y'all have a good holiday. Be careful if you travel, and we will talk with you after.
Same to you, Larry. Thank you.
You bet. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Hey, neighbor. Larry Marble with you. We're here with Tracy Phillips, the Texas landlady of Homestead and Ranch Real Estate. They specialize in Texas farms and ranches and custom homes on acreage. Tracy, tell us about your newest ranch listing in Kimball County.
Sure thing, Larry. Bowood Spring Ranch is a stunning 1,430-acre ranch that offers rolling topography, outstanding wildlife, live water, lodge facilities, and much, much more.
Ranches like this don't come around very often, do they?
No, you're absolutely right. This is a very special property that has everything ready to go. Equipped with plenty of living space, this ranch also has breeding pens, a barn, cleaning area with a processing room, walk-in cooler, and just so many more amenities.
Discuss with us the wildlife a little bit more in depth.
Well, this property has been used as a whitetail breeding facility for the past 5 years, and the whitetail deer on this property have been released and are a testament to that breeding program, as the ranch has harvested deer from the 140s up to the 270s.
What else should folks know about this property?
This is a versatile in-use property with a lot designed for business opportunities, is already being utilized for rental, and we have several other smaller acreage options available with it as well.
Well, Tracy, tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
Well, they can always call me direct, 512-393-9996, and I always call back, or you can visit us at homesteadandranch.com.
Tracy, thanks for being on Down the Farm.
I loved it. Thanks, Larry.
We're on the line with Seth Crane, Union Commission, Hondo Livestock. Seth, how was our Monday sale?
Ended up with a pretty good run, Larry. 461 head. Packer cows and bulls steady with what we've been seeing. 62 up into the 80s on the lower yielding cows, up to $1.04 on our top cow. Bulls, low yielding bulls, 71 to $1.05, and high yielding bulls anywhere from 110 up to 120 today. No pairs and just a few bred cows from $800 to $1,300. Calf and yearling market, the light calf market, just really, really good. Big cattle sold well. Thought it was a really good sale today on a real good market. 2 to 3 weight steers $250 to $3. 2 to 3 weight heifer $210 to $255. 3 to 4 weight steer $258 to $310. 3 to 4 weight heifer $210 to $260. 4 to 5 weight steer $242 to $292. 4 to 5 weight heifer $192 to $237. 5 to 6 weight steer $2 up to $266. 5 to 6 weight heifer $1.85 to $222. 6 to 7 weight steers $195 to $230. 6 to 7 weight heifers $170 to $209. 7 to 8 weight steer bull $1.62 to $210, and 7 to 8 weight heifer $1.52 to $194. So sure a good sale, I thought. Hope everybody has a good Thanksgiving. I'd like to remind everybody that next special stocker feeder sale is coming up December the 11th, and in the meantime, we'll see you next week. If you have any questions or need anything, feel free to contact us 830-741-8061. Give me on my cell phone 210-288-3960, and for updates and information, visit us on Facebook or HondoLivestock.com.
Thank you, Seth.
You bet.
McCoys.com. McCoys wants to be your source for farm and ranch equipment and supplies specifically suited to your operation. Are you designing a horse farm or a new cattle handling facility? How about your 4-H or FFA project pens? McCoy's Farm and Ranch Specialist, Cliff Mullinex, can help. Contact your local McCoy's store at McCoys.com and find out how to get Cliff out to the farm today. That's www.mccoys.com. Neighbor, with Preferred cattle chutes, hay rings, corral panels, and more, McCoy's is ready to become your farm and ranch outfitter. Visit the McCoy stores in this region. I know they've got them in San Angelo. I know they've got them in Abilene. Stores near you. Find the products you need at McCoys.com. We're on the line with Riley Rhodes, Live Oak Livestock, Three Rivers. Riley, how was Monday's sale?
I went good, Larry. I ended up with 1,979 head today, so got pretty close to what we were expecting. Cow market was about steady. The rail prices were about like it were last week. Cow-calf pairs, we kind of still splitting those out. They brought from 1,000 up to 16 and a quarter. Bred cows, not just a whole lot of quality there today, but kind of some middle age, bringing 900 up to 1,400. Packer cows, high yielding 96 to $1.04. Your breakers 90 to 98. Your canners 54 to 76. High yielding Packer bulls 112 to 118. Low to medium yielding 92 to $1.12. There's a pretty good push on the lightweight cattle today versus last week. 274 to 310 on your 2-3 weight choice steers. 252 to 286 on your heifers. 3 to 4 weight choice steers 272 to 304. Heifer mates 232 to 278. 4 to 5 weight choice steers 256 to 292. Heifer mates 224 to 268. 5 to 6 weight choice steers 234 to 274. The heifer mates 218 to 244. And I thought the bigger cattle today sold steady to maybe a little bit cheaper in spots, especially on some of the bull yearlings. 6 to 7 weight choice steers 220 to 244. Heifer mates 192 to 212. 7 to 8 weight choice steers 204 to 228, and heifers 188 to 204. So pleased with it. We had a couple extra orders in the house today because everybody's kind of a short week for everybody, and so turned out good though.
Good. Tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
361-786-2553 is the office. 361-813-6650 is the cell. LiveOakLivestock.com is the web, and we will be open next Monday as well. And I want to wish everybody happy Thanksgiving.
Same to you. Y'all be careful. We'll talk to you before the next sale.
Thank you, Larry.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Neighbor, now it's time for today's edition of Texas Wildlife Radio with Jessica Dummel. You know, a lot of you are down there on the coast fishing for things like spotted sea trout. Well, there's new regulations, and Jessica has it. Jessica, what's the scoop?
I'm Jessica Dummel with the Texas Wildlife Radio Show on the Texas Farm Bureau Radio Network. To support spotted sea trout populations as they continue to recover from a freeze in 2021, the Texas Parks and Wildlife Department is considering changes in the daily bag limit and size limit for spotted sea trout. TPWD coastal fishery staff are preparing a proposal approved by the Parks and Wildlife Commission, moving the daily bag limit to 3 fish 15 to 20 inches long, with an allowance for 1 trout longer than 25 inches as part of the daily bag. Currently, anglers are able to keep 5 spotted or speckled sea trout per day, 15 to 25 inches long, with 1 fish over 25 inches. Those regulations were reinstated after temporary restrictions enacted after a freeze led to the deaths of more than 1,000 sea trout expired on August 31st. Dacus Giesland, TPWD's Deputy Director of Coastal Fisheries, explained the impact to the Commission.
Our February freeze, 2021, that was the largest freeze-related fish kill since the 1980s. Our speckled trout population especially takes it on the nose every time we get a freeze. They simply have that lower thermal tolerance level. Following the freeze, the Commission enacted several regulatory actions, the first being an emergency action, the second one being folded up into our statewide action. That lasted for approximately 3 spawning seasons. And that action expired or sunset on August 31st of 2023.
After the temporary restrictions expired, TPWD heard concerns from the angling public related to the spotted sea trout bag and length limits, and that led to the proposal to change the bag and slot length limits. We'll have more on this on our next show. For the Texas Farm Bureau Radio Network, I'm Jessica Dummel.
When we moved to Texas, we were like fish out of water. We didn't know anyone in our neighborhood until our Texas Farm Bureau insurance agent came to the house. She was so helpful and reassuring, a friendly face with that Texan hospitality I'd heard about. When we purchased a Texas Farm Bureau insurance policy, we knew we were making the right choice. We knew our family would be protected.
Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance today at tfbinsurance.com to find an insurance agent who's a true neighbor. Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications and policy terms and may vary by situation.
Neighbor, let's take a long look at the grains, courtesy of John Tuggle, Tuggle & Company, Corpus, 361-852-5207. Milo to Corpus in November, D's plus 110, 1035. Houston, 1088. Progresso, 937. Yellow corn to Corpus in November, D's plus 40, 509.5. We'll call Progresso 574.5. Hard red winter wheat to Houston in November, D's plus 30, 640.5. And we'll call Placido beans, October-November delivery, January less 90, 1297 and a quarter. 6,667 bale of Texas cotton. Low side $76 even money, high side $79.25. Average across the 6,667, $76.62. Neighbor, I'm Larry Marble. That's it for Down on the Farm. Thanks for being our neighbor and coming down the lane to have a big old heaping helping of agricultural information every day. We'll do it again tomorrow. If you're headed out of town, be careful as Thanksgiving approaches. Good day.